Yeah, jails in Spokane County have guidelines about protective equipment and social distancing. Still, inmates from both Spokane County's Geiger Correction Center and the Washington State Department of Corrections Area Heights Correctional Center wrote to CREM with concerns. But leaders of both facilities tell me they're taking all the necessary steps to protect guards and inmates. Jails aren't known for sprawling, open spaces.
Just by nature, the confinement of inmates at our Spokane County Detention Services, there are numerous times throughout a workday that inmates and personnel are closer than 6 feet apart.
This has caused concern for some inmates as coronavirus spreads. Inmates wrote letters to CREM this past week claiming there are shortfalls in protocol at Geiger Correction Center, which is run by Spokane County. One inmate said that guards aren't using personal protective equipment, or PPE, when interacting with inmates. County spokesperson Jared Webley confirmed this, saying in a statement that, quote, "The corrections officers are using PPE when there is a suspected case of COVID. It is not mandatory the rest of the time. This has been a decision made in conjunction with the health district." CREM has reached out to the Spokane Regional Health District to ask about guidance given to local jails, but we have not heard back. Webley says guards are trying to social distance, although that's not always possible.
Where possible, guards, corrections officers, and inmates are allowed to keep a distance. But again, in a confinement scenario like that, it's not always possible.
The county says there have been 3 tests done among 519 inmates. 106 of those inmates are at Geiger. All tests have come back negative. According to the county, the prevention starts the second an inmate enters a facility for the first time.
We have very rigorous screening and testing measures for anybody coming into the jail. And that is really where a lot of the emphasis has been placed, in addition to sanitation and other protocols that have been put into place.
Webley says all new inmates are isolated for 14 days. If they show no symptoms, they join the other inmates. If an inmate does show symptoms at any point, they are sent into isolation for 2 weeks. Webley also says guards have their temperatures taken every day, and any inmates in isolation with symptoms are given PPE. Now, an inmate at Area Heights Correctional Center voiced similar concerns to those raised at Geiger. Specifically, they said guards and other staff would not wear PPE when entering and exiting jail facilities. But the DOC denied this in a statement to CREM, saying in part, any person entering a Department of Corrections location will be required to wear a face covering. Now, we should note that Webley also told us that inmates are told to social distance from one another during recreational times, and all concerns raised by inmates are addressed. For more information about concerns and protocols in local jails, including the Department of Corrections' full statement to us, text jail to 509-448-2000. In the newsroom, Ian Samay, CREM 2 News.